Right, there we go. That should be it. Yeah, just listen to her music for a sec while YouTube decides to. Then I can have my producer check the stream quality and. Last night, I said, "Oh shit, I can't use the now." There were two of them because we were in the YARP server filming a video for Jacob. And Max says, "You don't have Nitro?" And I says, "No, my producer's paying." He lost his shit because he just like assumed that I was paying for my Discord. I'm like, no, I have other people for that. Like, and I was like proper playing it off. I was like, yeah, my guys, yeah, that they gotta go. Mass is to stop.
Yeah, you have people for that.
Yeah.
Okay, stream looks alright.
Yeah, can you see the sponsor?
Oh! Yeah.
That's just there the whole time now.
Amazing.
I like it because it's like easy to miss as well.
I mean, I didn't notice. I wondered what the hell am I supposed to look
You
for?
only really see it, I think, when the screen goes black, and then you're like, wait, why is there in the tank? Oh, the best breakfast stuff. Well, and lunch and dinner, you know, and the tank can be used at any point in life.
Yeah.
Remember, if you're going to get trapped on a desert island, make sure you have your jar of Natank, because it can be used for many different things. Even after you've had the Natank inside, the jar itself is also part of the product.
Yeah. And if you need to seal the holes in your shelter,
yeah, you should always save that bit in the lid of the tank rather than eating it, because you never know when you're going to need like a good strong adhesive for stuff as well, you know.
Yes. Also, if you put it on your injury, it will heal a lot faster.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a miracle. Like, it's antiseptic. It's you know, like, and antimicrobial. You know, like that. You can use it to kill weeds as well, but so, you know, it depends on the weed. Some of the base ones like the tank, so you know, like dandelions. Dandelions love it, but other stuff, you know.
The thing is, Nitank now what you need it for, and it will adapt.
Yeah, it's a smart food, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
People didn't realize that this is made by the people that invented smart water. So you can tell that they know what they're doing. Because I've been drinking smart water for like literally 2 minutes, and I'm already smarter.
What are you gonna do with
Daniels.
that?
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, I can't drink today because I have night shift.
I'm actually not drinking, but I might have a drink. I won't be drinking this evening because I have work tomorrow. And I won't be on this evening because Izzy wants to watch the football and wants the big telly. And I said, of course you can. I will go upstairs and... I haven't decided yet, but I've got loads of DVDs to watch.
Football is what will convince you to, again, read paperback books again?
I still have Audible, it's fine. Just leave them. I don't... Football's one of those things, right, where I'm just completely apathetic on it. I don't really care. I used to hate football. Now I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, that's it. I'm just like, yeah, it's just, it's fine. I don't get why people love it. Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand why it's like the biggest sport in the world. I think it is, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I should probably say like the biggest like game in the world, probably I should say, because there's probably some other sports that people just do more casually, you know, like running and jogging and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but
long
you know,
running
on professional level, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, even professionally, people do those runs and they can get monies or they can get sponsors. And that. I still probably think, but football is definitely the biggest like game, like sport game.
Yeah, I think if you just call it the biggest sport, then we all know.
Yeah, but I genuinely am confused by it. Like, it just baffles me why it's that big. And it's just like, do you think it shouldn't be? I'm like, no, not particularly. I don't see why it should be anything else. It's just I don't get it. I just find it a really dull sport compared to like, well, kind of almost any other sport, really. I think the only other sport that's like less interesting to me is probably tennis.
Or golf. I don't.
See, I kind of like golf because I like the commentators. I don't really watch golf, but I had a patient that watched it quite a lot recently, And every time he had it, and the fucking commentators trying to constantly bring up chat when nothing was happening was so fucking funny. But obviously that's got nothing to do with the sport, so... This is one that baffles me in football as well, and I've said this a lot, but I will never get over it. It's like when a game ends and one team wins, they'll be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah won, but the other team should have had it as they had a better control. I'm like, well, they clearly didn't because they lost. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? They're like, well, they played a better game, but they lost. Well, they obviously didn't play a better game because they lost.
Did they? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the winners played a better game because that's why they fucking won. Unless you're talking about like a referee that's been paid off to blah blah. That's different. But I don't think that really happens.
I get that there is just some level of luck that you can have. But the other team plays well for 90% of the game, and then they just fuck up twice, three times.
But then that would still.
Yeah.
I would still be like, yeah, but the other team played better because they capitalized on that fuck up, and that's why they won.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd say that for any sport, but they do it a lot in football. Basically, there's a lot of cope in football I found from people that are involved. I kind of, the amount of people that say every time England's in a thing, it's coming home, and I'm like, well, you're not going to fucking see it, are you? You ain't going to see this cup. The Euro Cup's hilarious because they don't actually get the cup, it stays with the Euro people. You have won this cup, give it back. I said to like Izzy, I think that sucks. It should be one of those things where either they get like a brand new cup. I think they get like a little cup, but they should get like a replica cup, or like the Olympics where they make a new one every time.
I always thought that's how it works, though.
Sorry?
I always thought that's how it does.
Well, that's what I thought, but apparently it's just there's a cup, they get presented to it at the award, and then like that's it. You're like, okay, you now are the honorary winner of this cup until next time. No, you can't touch it.
No, that's beautiful. Give me a second.
No, we get Muse finally worked out that things are better.
And I will be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
I don't know what. Well,
yeah, no worries. See ya. So that was a fun start. Talking about the tank, then football. Now back to Digimon. Oh yeah, just so you know, this stream is probably going to be a short one because me and Red are going to play a game afterwards, or at least see if we can get it to work. はっきりしてんのは霧に飲み込まれたりそこから出てくる手の化け物に捕まると消えちまうってことだ消えるって何それ死んじゃうってことなんでそんなの意味わかんないだから言ってるだろこの世界は本当に危険な That's what we're trying to tell you, you dumb fuck. Yeah, but that's not an excuse for being a dick. Kind of like, I didn't know that there were children starving in Africa. It's like, I agree. Why has this got to do with you punching your brother in the nose? It's like, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Better quick look at my Discord. Wait, who's in my chat? It's me. They vanish? I said vanish.
それは本当ですか？じゃから 詳しくはわしも知らぬ。わしが世界の外に出られたわけでもないしの。
Look, I haven't been outside, bruh.
そうだよ、そうだ。伝承が俺たちの世界に残っているからには、戻ってこれた子供がいるってことじゃないか。
そうか。そうだ。過去には僕らの世界に戻れた子も、僕らの世界に行けたモンスターもいたかもしれない。
獣神の伝承が残ってるからには、そう考えてもおかしくはないよな。
それはつまり、ことによれば俺もミノルの世界に行けるということか。
楽しそう。私、さっきのいた世界を覗いてみたい。
じゃあつまり帰る手段だってあるかもしれない。
そこで一つわしも思い当たることがある。これはとあるものから実際にわしが聞いた話じゃが、世界の境界を曖昧にする術があり、それを使える人間がおるそうじゃ。その術によってかつてこの世界から人間の世界に戻った子供がおる。わしが話を聞いたそやつは目の前でその境界の扉が開くところを見たそうじゃ。
それはあの変な手のお化けに飲み込まれて消えたわけじゃないんです。
それとはまた違う話だと言っておったの。
どうしてそんなことが分かったんだ。
人間と絆を深めた者はある種の感覚を共有しておっての、その相手の居場所、動向、生き死ににも敏感に感じ
I don't remember this scene from last time. Is this different because of Rio? Like a bit different? Are we getting more info?
扉の向こうで
Or is it just I've forgotten? I wouldn't be surprised if either. It was a long time ago we got to this point, wasn't it?
まあその感覚はいつまでも続くもの。
Oh wait, this point? Actually, I think it was earlier this year actually. I think it was like January or February. Still a while ago, but you know.
一緒にいた子供と別れちゃったの？
今の話の流れで言うとそうだろうな。
僕はタクマとそんな風に別れるのは嫌だな。
アグモン。
タクマに元の世界に戻っちゃ嫌だなんて言ってるわけじゃないからね。もし戻れるなら僕もタクマの世界に連れてってほしいんだ。
そうだね。もし一緒に戻れたなら。
ともかくわしの知ってる話はそんなもんじゃ。
じゃあひょっとすると帰れる可能性だってゼロじゃないのね。よかった。
おいおいおい、こりゃとんでもねえ朗報だぜ。
ミュウ、聞いたか。戻れるかもしれないんだぞ。もっと嬉しそうにしてもいいだろう。
だってここの遊園地の方がずっと楽しいし。
これで元の世界に帰れるかもしれないな。
喜ぶのはまだ早いんじゃないかい。
どういうことです？
ジジモンさんの説明は聞いた話ばかりじゃないか。
わしは
I read that as heresy for a sec. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh no, heresy.
事実かどうかもわからない。何の確認も取れていない話でしょ。その不思議な感覚でつながるという話も僕にはまだ信じられません。
But you've seen it, Shuji, even if you're stupid. Like everyone else has evolved, even Rio now.
確かに。しかし何の証拠もない話ではない。今の話に挙げたもののことじゃが、奴が人間の子供と仲睦まじくしておった姿はわしもこの目で何度も見たのじゃ。大昔のことで記憶も曖昧じゃがな。そしてもし その子供が生贄にされたのなら、そのものもまた無事では済むまい。絆を深めた者は運命ももろともとするのじゃ。
Yeah, it'd be cringe if you like fused with Labramon and became like a Hell Demon or something. Yeah, that'd be weird.
その子供が生きておる証じゃ。
あの時はクネモンも危なかったんだよな。いや、気にするっつうの。悪かったな。もう
I think this is a bit different. I don't think we had a lot of this explanation because in this view one we hadn't seen Rio. We hadn't seen Kunamon die with Rio, so we had to have somebody explain to it. I like this scene. I believe it's probably similar, but there's a bit more from Digimon to explain it to the guys. But like Rio connecting with Kunamon's pretty nice.
どうじゃろう。それは結局生贄の儀式や世界の教会について詳しい者に聞くしかあるまい。
詳しいものっているんです
How
か？
many chapters in this game again? Is it 12?
この世界を滑る者との関係が深いであろう子供さらいの連中くらいかな。
No, well, it doesn't matter.
あんなやつ
We're getting to chapter 5 anyway.
なんじゃない。
待ってください。この世界を滑るもの。何ですそれは。
神とか創造主とかとはまた少々意味合いが異なるが、これは一つの言い伝えじゃな。我々の世界を滑る存在がおるそうじゃ。要は神羅万象を管理する者、見守り正すという存在じゃの。もしやするとその存在に問うことができれば、あるいは願いが叶うかもしれぬが。
ぬか喜びさせるようなことはやめてください。結局そんなのますます根拠も確証もない話です。そんな神様みたいなものを出されても雲をつかむような話じゃないですか。
そうじゃのう。しかし滑る者はともかく子供さらいの連中ならどうじゃ。
アルケニモンやガルルモンたちに話を聞くんですか？
少なくとも奴らは祭壇に子供を捧げ眷属を呼び出す術は心得ておる。
だとしてもですよ。あんな連中に話を聞きに行くなんて、それこそ自殺行為では。
そうよね。ヒョウだって本当に危なかったんだもの。
でもさ、ワンチャンあのガルルモンとかいうやつなら話せそうじゃね？
ミノル、本気で言っているのか？あいつがどれほど恐ろしいやつだったか、まさか忘れたわけではあるまい。
でもガルルモンってやつは私たちを見逃そうとしてくれたわよね。それに途中で仲間割れもしていたわ。
もしかしたら僕らの話を聞いてくれる奴らもいるかもしれないってこと？
ありえん話ではないと思うがの。
しかし
いきなりガルルモンたちに接触しなくても。
Man, this like moral route seems to be like the least like assertive of all the characters.
他の方法って何か案があるの？
例えばだけど、ジジモンの知り合いって人に当時の話を直接聞きに行くとか。
残念じゃが、あやつの今の居所を知らんのじゃよ。
じゃあダメじゃん。
それじゃあこの世界の他の人たちに知ってることはないか聞いて回るとか。
それこそ危険じゃねえか。どんな奴がいるかわかんねえんだぞ。
この世界にもいいやつ悪いやつすぐ喧嘩するやつっているからね。
そうか。
それに知ってる人がいるかどうかもわからないとなると現実的ではないのかも。
となるとやっぱりガレルモンたちのところに行くしかないか。
結局それしかないってことだよな。アルケニモンのやつも昨日思わせぶりなこと言ってたし。
私たちのこと見えって呼んでいたのよね。
にえ、生贄ってことだよな。
世界の破壊をそれで
Man, I'm glad I stopped last sessions when I did, because otherwise I would have been there forever. Like, we had 20 minutes of this. I've not pressed really any buttons. I've had one choice to make, everything else has just been dialogue, which is not, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but good god, I didn't realise we had that long left of this chapter.
やめようよ。すぐそうやって喧嘩っ早いこと言うのは。ねえ。本当兄ちゃんは野蛮なんだから。
他にどんな方法があるんだよ。
おっかないし、ろくでもないやつらだけど、会話もできなくもない相手だし、うまく説得とか交渉もできるかな。
そもそも話の通じる奴らじゃないんだ。痛めつけて聞き出すしかないな。
だからってそんな。
悪いけどそこは俺もカイトと同意見だな。でもあいつらとどこでどうやって。
待っていればまたさらいに来るだろう。
God, I love the music. I think without the music this would be a boring scene, which is kind of sad. The music's beautiful. Whoever composed the soundtrack for this game is great. In fact, what else they did? Let's have a Google.
なるべく危険は減らしたいよな。
僕とお姉ちゃんはずっと校舎で待っててもいいよ。
いいよ。
それはダメだ。僕は認めない。
そうね。こっちから乗り込むのはどうかしら。
乗り込むって。奴らの根城がわかるのか？
見当ならついているわ。あいつらが来た北の方向だと海に出ちゃうのよ。だったらその先には。
海って、ああ、島になってたんだよな、ここは。ってことは待てよ。もしかして
海を渡って乗り込めばいいってことだな。
しかしどうやって。船や飛行機があるなら。
Well, he's done 5 games, including this one, and I don't know any of them.
飛行機ってなんだ？
水の上に浮いたり、
I think I just closed the tab, but I think that just said he was like credited on Soul Calibur 5, which is a game that I have played, but not much. So I don't even know if I heard this music.
というより、ここにいる誰も知らないと思うぞ。
やっぱりそうだよね。
ロープウェイや遊園地まであるんだから、もしかしてと思ったが、そう甘くはねえか。
海の近くだったら泳げるやつもいたはずだけど、まさか連れてってもらうってわけにもいかねえよな。
とても現実的な話ではないと思うわ。その泳げるやつっていうのが巨大な亀で背中に乗せてくれるっていうなら話は別だけど、海に潜っていくようなモンスターだったら私たち息が切れてすぐ溺れちゃうしね。
What do you mean, probably?
一体どうしたら。ミノル、なんだよ急に。
俺すっげえいいこと思い出したかも。
すっげえいいこと？
前にダムに行った時に地下へ続く入り口みたいなのを見たの覚えてるか？
Oh yeah, I remember. I've had a premonition of Shuji dying. This will be the best way to go. And I don't actually disagree with that.
海の向こうに行けるんじゃねえの？あの地下水道か。そうそう。あれって地下水道っていうか、海底トンネルになってるんじゃね？
確かに方角的には合っているかもしれん。しかしあの扉は鍵がかかっていて開かないようだと言っていなかったか。
ひょっとするとこれがお主たちのお役に立てればよいのじゃが。
ジジモン、これ何かの鍵みたいだけど。というかこの目立つ模様って確かあの扉に書かれてたのと同じやつじゃ。
ここを襲ってきた連中が懐に忍ばせていたものじゃ。何に使うものなのかはわしには皆目見当がつかなんだが。
これビンゴじゃね？
どうだろうな。まずは行って確かめないと。
ひとまずこれで僕たちにも新しい目標ができたね。
そうだね。
まずはこの鍵が使えるかどうか、それを確かめるんだ。
I think, first of all, we've got to deal with that Gazimon that's stealing everyone's shit, and we'll get some affinity points that way. And then I think we're on to, like, the next bit, which will not be happening today, but we'll see how far we get. Where are we with everyone? Yeah. Well, I mean, like, those three are the least important. Well, here's the thing. We need these three up, especially because they don't even have ultimates. Although Rio's already there, but you know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that we need to be focusing on, definitely. But I'd like to get people to 70, at least a couple, you know. In fact, if there's anyone that we don't want to focus on getting to ultimate, really, it's probably Aoi, because we already have an ultimate, like, game-wise, in mechanical sense, we don't need it, because we already have a mega for her. Obviously, I'd like to see her real one, but, you know. For, like, the actual battles, all I really need is the strong.
ハグモン、ごめん、起こしちゃった。
大丈夫だよ。タクマは考え事してたの？
考え事っていうか、ようやく自分たちのいた世界に戻れるかもしれないって聞いたから、ちょっと興奮してるのかも。
そっか。みんなもご飯の時はいつもより元気だったもんな。
確かにそうだったかも。ミノルなんてようやく漫画が読めるってワクワクしっぱなしだったしな。まああの後みんなすぐ寝ちゃったけど。
今日はみんないっぱい頑張ったからな。
そうだね。
でも僕はタクマが一番頑張ったと思うぞ。
本当？
本当だよ。だってタクマはすごいんだ。僕の自慢のパートナーだよ。
アグモンも僕の自慢のパートナーだよ。
僕今すっごく嬉しいぞ。ありがとう、タクマ。
どういたしまして。
坂の二人、何やってんだ？あ、カイトとドラクモンだ。
よう。
あれ、なんか美味しそうな匂いがする。
本当だ。
まあちょっと腹減って目が覚めちまったもんでさ。
つまみ食いしてきたのか？バレたら葵さんに怒られるよ。
そこは内緒にしといてくれよ。
葵は怒ると結構怖
Hail.
I have been returned.
My goodness. I still haven't actually finished this chapter yet.
That's absolutely alright because I'm still finishing not lunch, but something small.
No worries. It was more just I was more like I stopped it yesterday because I streamed for a bit after a couple of weeks not doing it, and I'm like I'll finish. I bet I'll only have like 2 minutes, like 5 minutes scene left. Half an hour later, I'm like still on it. Well, we've moved scenes now at least, but for about 22 minutes we were on the same scene. I was like, oh my goodness. No, I'm not bothered, but it's more just I was just like, wow, I really underestimated how long it was left. I didn't realize there was a whole episode of anime to get through before I finished this arc. Yeah, I stayed up to 4 AM. I don't fucking know why. Well, I do know why, but it was stupid of me. Will have you ever heard of Lily Orchard? Because I hadn't.
I have, yeah.
Well, we were doing a video response to her, and my god, she's stupid.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I kept calling him by mistake, and then they were like, guys, we can get actually done for that. I'm like, oh, I don't fucking care. I mean, I wasn't even trying to be like rude. It was just because I don't know who Lily Orchard is, and all I've heard is their voice. I'm like, oh, that's a man. So I just kept saying him, and then they were like, then eventually I started saying she because I just kind of like recorrected my brain. And then Max started saying he, and he was like, fuck you, AC, you're ruining. So he couldn't stop for the rest of the video. It was really funny.
Shockingly based, but yeah, Lily Chat is what's a nice way to put it? Very arrogant, self-centered person.
That's what I told you. She's an idiot, and she doesn't know what she's talking about. There we go, part 5. Hooray! But yeah, I just don't understand. So the video that we watched was wholesome versus dark media debate. And she didn't talk about either media, and just talked about like cringe like fandoms that are very over the top and ridiculous.
Oh, the thing that doesn't really have direct anything to do with the media.
But that's what I mean. So we were like looking, okay, so it's about like the debate about either the media or what people like about it or what people use to defend it, and basically went on about how like awful people on Twitter and the internet use like their thing. Basically, we agreed with a lot of points she said, but her conclusions were all wrong. And also she kept saying like these people doing this, and I was like, I've known you. I think my statement was, I've known you for 1 minute and 59 seconds, and this is a description of you, Lily. So yeah, I'm baffled as to like what the fuck the video was, and I ended the video and I went, was she just bullying people? And then Jacob just definitively went, yeah, she is a bully. I was like, oh, that makes sense then. So I went, wait, so have you just guys been getting me gaslit for like 17 minutes? And Jacob was like, basically, yeah. Like, right. It was really
also, yeah,
weird.
being a bully doesn't really help the stereotype either.
No, it's just I think she's an awful person. Just as like, I think she's got very bad morals, and I think she even though she said that's what other people use, I think she uses her political alignment and how she thinks about herself as like a shield.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that.
But what was bizarre in that video is that she was calling out other people for doing that, and it's like, you're not wrong, but you're doing that. So what's your point again?
Because we are live, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, we are.
I'm not gonna meme about it because she is self-centered, arrogant person.
Yeah. Well, I did the meme. Jacob went, she's a trans woman. And I said, well, I like traveling by train as well. I don't know what I was going to do with anything. So I did the meme. I did all of the
I
memes.
honestly prefer driving.
Yeah, that's what me and Max started doing. Jacob was like in despair, like, they're going to cancel my channel. I'm like, I won't be doing that, even if I am the cause, Jacob.
A line that's stuck in my head is don't ask me why I watched it. Her Steven Universe video.
Well, she kept sucking her own dick about that, saying like how like it was like the best video ever, and it's like I was like I've not seen it, and she's like I did all that. I'm like, I don't care.
But line from that video is that they are making trans people uninteresting, which is bullshit because trans people are interesting by default, and I'm just like rolling my eyes so fucking hard. Especially knowing she's talking about herself.
Yeah, well, I remember she did this wasn't a trans thing, but she basically said about like one thing she said about wholesome media, but again she brought it away from the media itself. But she basically said that what a lot of people use for like as like a way to debate wholesome media is the fact that it's like objectively correct, like morals. That freedom is good, and then we all were like, that's a bit more complicated than that. She went, gay people are rad. I was like, it depends on the gamer, madam. There are some cringe gay people out there, and there are some awesome gay people out there. Stephen Fry is an awesome gamer. And it's like that's because he's an awesome man, though, not because he is gay. And I hate these.
What was his name? Voice actor, Batman. Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy.
I didn't even know he was gay before he died.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that either. He was awesome. But that's what I mean. We were like, you're saying that people are using these labels, and you're doing that, whereas we would argue, is the person a good person? But obviously, we're homophobic, so because we want to see them as people.
Just so. Isn't it what they wanted?
That's
Until they didn't?
Well, yeah. Well, my aunt actually says about this a lot because back in the 70s, she was actually doing like the gay pride marches in London and stuff. When being gay was not illegal in Britain for quite a while at that point still, but it was still like people were like, ooh, the gay, and then also you can't get married, and all that cringe. So she fought for a lot of that stuff, and she's now like in despair over the modern culture, being like wanting to use their basically she fought for like people to be seen beyond their home, their sexuality. She's not a gay person. She is
a person that.
Yeah, she is a person.
Among others, is gay.
Being gay is just one of her many things that makes her, an interesting human being, and that's kind of what she was like fighting for. And a lot of people were, and now a lot of people are like, "Love me, I'm gay," and I'm just like, I mean, this is what it's not a good or a bad thing. Why are you acting like it is?
Yeah, another good example would be Ben. Would we even know if there wasn't conversation about that? These people that just absolutely turn it into their personality.
Well, I think most people. This is what I mean, isn't it? This is why social media has been terrible for humanity as a whole. People want to like develop like a brand or like labels because it's the best way to get like, I don't know, trending or whatever. Whereas we would just rather,
attention.
Yeah, or they associate themselves with a fandom of a TV show or whatever because it aligns with them in whatever thing that they believe, whatever corner they're fighting, and this is kind of where we know it about. So people will defend people that defend Acolyte to the death, and it's like, you are dying on this hill, and they're like, no, I'm prepared to die on this hill. I'm like, no, you're dead. I see you. We're digging the graves. Nobody likes Acolyte. It is not because anyone hates women. It's because everyone hates terrible TV.
Disney turned off the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, didn't they? Well, I mean, they either paid for it or Rotten Tomato. I suppose they are a bit too deep in the rabbit hole.
I'm a bit like, there's two things about this. I think Disney got rid of the there used to be a thing on Rotten Tomatoes for like a audience anticipation thing, which is a worthless score, but basically people would say how excited or how much they would like to see something coming up. And then I think for one of the Marvel movies, it wasn't Captain Marvel, it was like a Phase 4 or 5 one, but people were just like saying that they don't want to see this movie, it's crap, fuck off kind of thing. So then they had that taken down because of that. I don't know about the other one. I know there was the thing about like the Amy Schumer being incredibly unfunny was the reason that the Netflix
got rid of reviews, didn't it?
Well, they had like their star system which people could rate. They stopped that, and they now have a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but it doesn't actually affect like audience scores. It's just for like you personally, which I'm not really against per se, but it's just obvious why they did it was because one of their originals got bombed, and they were trying to defend one of their own rather than because they thought it was fair. Oh, poor Rio.
Yeah. Wouldn't people respect it more if they just said, "Yeah, we did it. We are keeping it the way it is, even if the negative reviews are up."
It's the
Just
stealth.
own your mistakes.
It's the stealth thing, isn't it? That I think
Mhm.
that bothers a lot of people because
Yeah.
it's just like, why are you pretending? Like in the age of the internet, we know it's not hard to work out.
Mhm. Everything is archived, and especially for corporations that are known for making dumb decisions, people will just absolutely kill you for that.
Yeah, well, it's a bit like how Disney are saying about half of Star Wars and Marvel, like, oh, we're pulling back on how many shows we're making, but it's not because they're bad. It's like, dude, we can see how much people don't give a shit about these shows, and then also nobody believes you for a second that you are making less shows because they're doing well. Like that just doesn't happen. It only happened during COVID, which is the once in a generation thing. You know what I mean? We've done that bit now. After COVID, now it's not a thing. And I love it when people still try and use COVID as a reason as to why people don't want to go to the cinema. It's like, no. Why on earth do we still have these standout ones that do well, cinema or no? You know, like Godzilla -1 and all that, which I've still not seen actually. But the point is
I
that
thought it was pretty good,
but yeah,
except some issues.
I need to see it because I downloaded it and all that jazz. But yeah, like, so there definitely things can do well. They just have to grab people's attention. And yes, I understand that's hard. It's always been hard. Disney have just been riding on the coattails of they built a reputation that they've.
Well, Disney is riding on a fucking easy mode with owning Star Wars and Marvel.
Well, they are, and yet they still fucked it up.
Admittedly, sorry, I keep speaking with food in my mouth. Admittedly, Godzilla also has this advantage of being still very popular character globally, but
yeah, but like, I don't think it's like a guaranteed thing ever. Like, I mean, I don't know though. I guess how much did like Godzilla X Kong make? Not the versus one, the new one that I've not seen. Did that one make a lot of money?
I don't know.
I think it was profitable. I just don't know if it made a lot of money.
Monkey and the Lizard, and I almost actually wrote that. Godzilla, Kong, New Empire, really? Really?
Sorry?
The movie is called Godzilla vs. X Kong,
yeah.
The New Empire.
I remembered the Godzilla X Kong, I just didn't remember. I didn't think of it yet.
Box office. Okay, according to Box Office Mojo, by the way, cringe. Worldwide,
sorry, again.
$500 million.
Is that profit or is that like just overall?
Grosses, which means.
So it's gross. So it grossed $500 million, $500 million,
I guess,
500 million.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's good. I mean, how much did they spend on it though? I'd be wondering because if they spent that much on it, although we'd be like, that's amazing. The company would be like, man, we didn't make $1 billion, and you're like, oh Christ, that's the problem now, isn't it? Nobody can take the win. If you break even, you have made still a success because you've made a product that hasn't lost money, and you've helped stimulate the economy, and you are basically allowing projects to continue in the future. Because nobody's lost out, I guess, on time. I guess why you wouldn't celebrate it, but they act like things that break even and make a small profit are a bad thing. It's like, no, it's still profit. Shut the fuck up. And then it's like, the shareholders, and it's just like, but this
I suppose it depends how much money you spend on other projects for the company. The company spends on other projects.
Yeah, well, I agree, but then
it's everything with everything. But yeah, if you invest 150 million into the thing, and the thing makes 200 million, then yeah, you did make 50 million.
I mean, this is the thing about capitalism that genuinely baffles me. Like, because I'm a capitalist. I like buying things. I like owning stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I like to be able to do with any money I've earned to do with it as I please, which is basically what capitalism is. It's not evil inherently, but like people say it is. But I don't understand the logic of a business needs to only get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like, no, there is a maximum cap to your market. Just accept it. I understand why you'd want to do bigger, but the moment like a market like plateaus, they're like, oh, we're failing. It's like, no, you've just reached the peak of your market. Yeah, well, we can reach more. Not every market can. In fact, no market can reach everybody.
Speaking of, kind of funny thing, the company that owns my company, how are they doing?
They didn't buy the post office, did they?
What?
There's a guy that's buying the post office, the postal service in the UK, and I think he's from the Czech Republic. Which I thought was like, I was just like, yeah, I know someone from there.
Desire to know more.
No, have a Google. Put in
British
put
Post Office?
Yeah, put in Royal Mail purchase or buy or something like that. You know, I'm sure it'll come up.
Purchase.
I mean, I don't think it's been bought
Yeah.
yet. It's just in talks, but I think it's very much in like they're getting to the end of talks.
Yeah, they agreed on the price being 3.57 billion pounds.
Yeah, the post office has
by
been
Czech billionaire Daniel Kretinsky.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's been a bit of a shit show, the post office, and by a bit of a shit show, I mean it's been a complete and utter disaster. There's been a lot of scandals. They sent people to prison incorrectly the other year, and now it's going to trial. But you know, it's well, sorry, it's going to trial. It is on trial. A lot of people that were involved in the prosecution of the innocent people are getting quite rightly done for it, and yeah, it's an absolutely evil bit of history in Britain. It's actually one of the things that's been kind of like unironically been like the what do you call it? It's like been the worst official miscarriage of justice ever in the UK, because there's no argument. The people are like, they are definitely innocent. It's just they have been accused of this thing because they were too lazy to
do their job.
Yeah.
Basically. Never heard of this dude, the guy that's buying the Royal Mail.
I don't know who he is. I just saw that it said that they're from the Czech Republic. I was like,
Partial owner of Prague Football Club and Western United, but again partial. Nothing really interesting. CEO in Energy and Industry Holding, never heard of that. I mean, if nothing sketchy came out on the first Google search, then it won't be that bad.
I like you're like, he's done something, but it's not that bad because I can't find it easy. It's like, politics. You found something?
Yeah. No. I was just on the breath. The thing, a lot of people after the revolution got rage by consolidating companies that the government was selling very cheap to basically anyone who wanted, privatization. It was fucking chill. Just like, and funny, a lot of people say that it's the fault of democratic governments, but the thing is, a lot of there was a lot of nepotism involved. It was a fucking shit show.
Then we're dealing with the aftermath of communism. You can't blame them too bad.
Yeah. The biggest issues with every fall of totalitarian regimes is that you still kinda need the people that were in the government and part of the administration, because like it or not, they know how it works and how to do the job on spot. Fun fact, denazification wasn't done until 80s because the people that were part of the Nazi administration still had to work in the German administration.
I did not know that. Get the headbutt of the cat. The fucking beetle the size of a building.
Oh, I have a delay, so I will see it.
It's just so silly. It's just the image.
It gets slapped.
Yeah.
You and Bren be like,
Yeah.
and gets smacked to oblivion. You won.
Speaking of which, I had fun with when you fucking around with AI again the other day. I've been doing.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got some pretty. I mean, I know you've seen because you've messed me in that, but it's just. I've been very happy with some of the images I've got. There's been some not so great ones, but hey, that's the thing of working with a program that doesn't understand fucking art. It's just kind of pretending. But it's been fun to touch it up. But yeah.
Kinda gives me these few of them Made in Abyss vibes.
Yeah,
just
it
a
does.
little bit. With the big difference of you not being extremely questionable individual.
Not being a what? Sorry.
The author is not a straight up pedophile, but he will definitely get in jail before he finishes the series.
Oh, well,
of Made in Abyss.
I've not seen season 2.
I think it's more about the manga than a show.
Oh, well, I've not read the manga either, so.
I remember that meme about him explaining the story to the voice actresses, and they were looking at him absolutely shocked.
Wait, like what the scene was, or?
Yeah, I think so. Let me find that picture.
Okay, I need to talk to Shuji, Saki, and... Wait, no, Shuji, Ryo, and Saki, yeah.
Yeah, found it. Just a minute.
Burn from the main character. Shuji was never good at this leader stuff. He's cringe. I got right. Just see the picture.
Yeah. Oh, I wondered why the stocks of my company looks pretty good, because I have it. I have the graph set on today's development. That's why it looks so good. 5 days. 1 month. 6 months. Oof.
Sorry, I'm now in the bit where I'm trying to work out because I'm just trying to get like the highest levels. So now I'm just like I'm just getting everyone's affinity up. So I'm just safe scumming for these options.
Understandable.
On my first playthrough, I didn't. I was quite like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it how it is. But I'm like, no, this is my last playthrough essentially. So I'm like, no, I want to try and get as good as I can. So I need to get everyone's stuff up. Where are you now? See, that's a good one. It's 24. See, we're getting there.
For shits and giggles, I will send you a picture of development of stocks of the company that I work for. Or, well, specifically the company that owns the company that I work for. Capitalism, am I right?
Oh. That's looking good. Oh no.
I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that we are constantly getting visits from all over the world, and Yet we fucking have to save money on machinery.
Is that why you were poking it with a stick to make it work a few months ago?
That's so fucking funny. Me and my clique were losing our shit. It was so
It was a really funny video.
It was so hilarious. I'm so good. I still have it saved. I'm not ever getting rid of that.
Good. Let the cringe flow through you.
I don't want to say yes because there is more to it. We also fixed some of the issues on that machine, but you know, things break. Everything repaired. But it's really funny that with how apparently bad is our economical situation, we still have money for projectors to project company's logo on the floor. Entrance hall. Priorities.
Of course.
Oh,
this will be a new scene because Rio died last
yeah.
time.
The maintenance guy, when he told me about it, his first sentence right after it was, "Yeah, we've got money for that." It doesn't even look good. And I will get all the crumbs of myself in the garbage bin. And yes, I did have to use Google Translate to remember the word. Yes.
I need this guy's affinity up. Well, he's the one that died last time.
Don't.
He got crushed.
Sorry. Is he the first one who died?
Yeah. He's the one that went fucking insane.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember him.
Yeah, I really like him. I was saying while I was just streaming by myself the other day, I really do enjoy this game even with all of its issues. Like, it's not a perfect game. I think it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for the story. But I find it engaging enough, so I definitely recommend it if it's on sale.
I mean, if it's interesting, then that's enough. But yeah. I'm not much of a fan of visual novels.
Oh, no, I'm more just saying in general. Like, if anyone was interested in this game, I would recommend it probably on sale, not full price. But, I still find, like, I like the story, but it is basically, there's 2 characters that are definitely going to die on the first playthrough. And I think it kind of would have been cooler if, like, everyone could die and your actions decided who might die. Rather than it being like these 2 will die, and on New Game Plus you can save them by doing other stuff. I'm like, it's not even like I'm wholly against it. I just think it would have been cooler.
Yeah.
But essentially, for the first half of the game, 2 characters definitely die, and then in the second half, 2 other characters will die depending on your choices. But it's not even really your choices. You make one choice, and then for the last half of the game, it's sort of set in stone. Which is weird to me, but you know. But it's a smaller game. I just think that's why. But I just feel this is more like I'd want to pay like indie prices
time
for this
and
game.
Budget constraint.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had much budget, but it's like this. I mean, I'd rather like I said, indie price is kind of where I'd put this game at for like personal, how much I think it's worth.
Yeah. It reminds me, I'm finally trying. I played it a bit again. Second Danganronpa.
Oh, did you finish it, or have you just started it?
No. I'm barely at the beginning.
I really like the game. I do want to finish it. I kind of want to see if anyone that's not played it, like Max or something, wants to go through them all together, though, for streams. because I kind of want to play it with somebody that hasn't played them, because I've played them all. Do you know what I mean? For working out the moiders, and he enjoyed the class trial he did for that one video we were in. So, but it's not like it's not like I'd make him do it. It's just an idea.
Since it was absolute dirt cheap, I bought Outlast.
Oh, the horror.
Yeah, the what's
I really had to like think.
Jump scare simulator.
Yeah, I really had to think about like what game was that.
It's one of the first video series Moller did.
I remember. Well, I have seen his video actually now, but I do. I know. I mean, I don't really like horror games really anyway, but.
And this one is especially just kind of like.
Yeah, I've seen enough videos on it to know that it was more or less people just had fun, like making content, screaming
screaming exactly,
which is fine. I see the fun in it, but as like a game for a person to play, it's like this is bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, it gets praised as one of the best horror games, and
I don't think by anyone with any common sense, I don't think anyone takes that seriously though. Like anyone, like.
I mean, I hope so, but I've heard that line repeated way too many times.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people that don't play games looking would see it. There's not really. I don't know. I don't want to say there's not much of a game there, because there is. I just think everything about it seems terrible from what I've seen. But as I've not played it, I can only go by hearsay. And what I've seen, but obviously that's not the same as playing a game.
I played like an hour, refunded it back in the day, and now I decided, you know what? I think I can spare $1. And give it a proper fair chance, even though I know how it ends. Is it mean of me?
To what? Sorry.
To buy a game and try to play it, even though I know I will not like it.
No, because you might like it.
I don't know why I won't, but yeah.
Like here's the thing, you can be like 99% sure you won't like a game, but until you've played it, you don't know. I've played games before where I thought I wouldn't be that interested, and I've got hooked and stuff like that. I will admit that it's not really happened often, but you know.
Yep. Every now and then.
It's happened. It's like remember when we played? Well, when I joined for that last part of the forest.
Oh yeah.
I played that for over the 2 hours, but I basically told Steam, hey, I couldn't connect to my friends, I don't want to play it anymore, can I have my money back? And they still give me the money back. like that was...
That's cool though.
That was bad of me, but at the same time, I don't really think that game's like was worth money. That
I played it more. But
yeah.
How much time do
it seems like a fun game, but obviously I'm never gonna play this on my own.
Well, yeah, I wanted to say it's multiplayer only, because why the fuck would you play that alone? 17 hours, because I played it with Yarb guys. We were building the wall and making the islanders pay for it. Slur said that, and it absolutely broke me when we were building the fucking wall.
Why is there an hourglass here?
You did not pay attention, even though I was telling you Slur's funny joke.
I did it, but you build a wall and make the islands pay for it. I was just curious in my game why there's an hourglass here. Oh,
hello?
We're having an anime scene?
Also having our own viewer.
Oh, we've done the anime thing? Where the character has walked in and hidden instead of just saying, oh shit, I'm sorry, I'll leave.
Yeah, he did the chopper thing. Except he didn't hide back.
Sorry, what?
Nothing really.
What do you mean, how'd this happen? You've got to say... Okay. That's what they all say. Well, how would we do it invisibly? I mean, on the other hand, we were on the other side of the room. But like, you'd be like, why the fuck were you in the room though? Also, hi, cool kids. Are you from the 90s?
Ach jo.
What?
Nic, vole. Nothing.
Who should we talk to?
I have a delay, so I don't know who is available.
No. I'm just thinking, which character should I talk to? I guess I should talk
I
to
know.
Mew.
Now I see them.
I'm gonna talk to Mew.
Asked before I knew who was available.
I don't like Mew, but you know. There's Mew. Should I talk to her? Runs up to her, slaps her, leaves. Doesn't elaborate. Ultimate Chad move.
Too bad I don't have that music in soundboard. Oh, this one is Mew. Yeah.
What I'll
Yeah,
do, Red, if you want to, is I've got these 3 things. I'll just spend them all, so I remember who I talked to for next time. Then should we switch to Ari and see if we can get it to work?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Because I'm saying that because I've not
Oh, yeah,
tried
that-
it, so just make sure it actually works.
That reminds me that I believe the game starts with playable intro before you get to the main menu.
Oh god.
Don't know if that's relevant information, but at least you will get to experience the.
I won't stream that, I don't think. Or maybe I
Oh.
will. We'll see.
Up to you, but either way, there is a playable demo. Not the playable demo. The
Prologue.
Yes. So.
Well, I'm trying to get her to like me, so I've got to just do what her thing.
Just
There
like
we
in
go.
real.
Right, what did I get up to? I'm curious because yeah, it's pretty good. Because you need to get them to like 70 to get like the stuff that's important, and I only got that. I didn't get that for anyone last game actually. Oh well, actually no, I did, but it only happened after the chapter. Basically, you've got like you need to get it before a certain chapter, and then you can get the Digimon to get to like strong levels, like super strong. Because there's like strong, super strong, and really strong, and I didn't get. I got a few of them. I got most of them to super strong, but not to really strong.
Really strong are the strongest one.
In how I've said it, yes, I guess.
Yeah, just that kind of didn't follow in my brain.
I mean, it didn't make sense anyway. It was just because I refuse to say. There's a difference between English and Japanese anyway. Because in English, it's
Yeah, no shit.
It's well, no, but I mean, but it's really different, and I don't know. So it's Champion, Ultimate, and Mega for like the bigger stages. But
Yeah, and the ultimate would make sense too.
Well, in Japanese, it's adult, perfect, then ultimate.
Aha.
So yeah.
Okay. Can't argue against that, I guess. Mainly because there is no one to argue against.
It's gone. It's not here. Oh, this is the last time where okay. I remember this right. So I want to talk to Ryo and Shuji because I remember this. Basically, everyone's lost something. Like someone's been stolen by a rabbit. It makes sense. And you can talk to I think 3 people, and then once you get the stuff back, you get just like points with all of them. So let's pick the people that we want to do this for. Yeah, we go.
It has nothing to do with anything, but the memes in the meme chat
What about Donald Trump?
was how I learned about the fucking thing. Yeah.
I learnt it from Izzy. She showed me last night during just after D&D, and during D&D, and I was just like, oh bloody hell. He got shot in the ear, didn't he? Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah.
But I like with how sane the world is. I'm just like, this could have been done by anybody.
Yeah. Allegedly, it was a Republican dude.
You think he was only 20 though, and there's not, but like, there's not really much information. I had a quick look to see what I could find. Obviously, what I could find is like not very thingy, but he seems that, but it seems to be like, oh, sorry, he like been in the party a little bit, but it's not like he was like insane. I don't know. It seems to be very rudimentary, so I don't know if it's more just he like did a thing once and then they've gone he was Republican, or he's like part of Republican youth or something. You never know. Do you? They do try to split it.
With these people you don't. Also, and that's really absolutely just my my brain thinking of the biggest bullshit. But when I learned that he was allegedly a Republican, it was said that the identity was confirmed by FBI, and it was, but FBI these days, I don't really find them to be exactly trustworthy.
Only these days? I thought that was like the whole shit from the beginning.
But yeah, but in different way.
Whereas like, yeah, but now it's obvious.
Yeah, now there is the conspiracy theories that they are on the bandwagon of banning guns, and what's the best way to get people to hate guns?
Well, in America,
gun violence.
I agree, but America's been having like school shooting every other Wednesday, and they haven't bothered. I don't think this is going to change their mind. I think
but
a school shooter is usually what changes a lot of nations. It's what changed mine. That's what made us go, well, shit, guns are pretty fucking, like, they can be pretty cringe. I know what, let's just make it so people can't have, like thingy guns, and they only have, like, I think we just changed to shotguns for self-defense, and then blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
But that's not really relevant, but what I mean is, my point is more, that is usually what gets people, going, and on the ward is, like, kid safety. Whereas, I think Donald Trump getting shot, nobody's gonna really give a shit. It's going to be more of a talking point. They're going to care. Don't get me wrong. But
the thing about FBI that I meant was that there were conspiracy theories that they were finding mental unstable teenagers and giving them weapons.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's bullshit, but you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised because they are stupid.
Yeah. Also, when those two school shooters have basically identical weapons. Daniel Defense AR-15s with EOTech, maybe exactly the same EOTech. You know, very police-looking weapon. EOTechs are not exactly great for police patrol cars, but that doesn't matter.
Rabbit.
Also, about when you mentioned school shooting, on the training when I was assisting with some of my army dudes.
Yeah.
Then we were talking about all of these events and stuff because war in Ukraine and situation globally, and it kind of came to that. And one dude said that, I want to ask one thing: am I the only one who thought he could do that shooting in better and more efficient way?
No.
And I don't want to tell too much about my character, but we all thought we would.
I like you. Like, I wouldn't do it, but if I did, this is
if I did, I would be.
Use. I'd be rolling those nat 20s left, right, and center.
Kind of, yeah. The thing is, he had like 5 weapons or so, including, I believe, AR-10, which uses bigger and more dangerous round than the AR-15, and he still killed, quote unquote, massive, quote unquote, 11 people. You could do so much stuff with that if you went to metro station or airport instead of a school. Yeah, honestly.
Welcome to Tips and Tricks with Red Vector.
Oh
Today,
yeah.
we discuss.
Yeah. Welcome to our last stream. It's kind of funny that despite his manifesto saying that he wants to hurt as many people as he can, then he still went to school instead of place that actually had the most amount of people.
Yeah,
Thank fucking God these people are so stupid.
I was just going to say, I don't believe that school shooters tend to be bright.
Well, he kind of was though, but then again he will.
I don't think so. Because he's shot up a school. I think like inherently that's one of those dumb things to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. and that's why I everyday carry.
Not relevant to anything we've just been talking about, but I've been so I know not really much happened yesterday in the session, but like I've been like kind of blown away about how effective that my fucking dungeon's been just for like creeping people out.
I mean, yeah, that fucking shark thingy.
Yeah, it was really funny. I loved. I kept sending him like just slightly more and more of it, and he was like, "Please stop!" I'm like, "No, you guys aren't leaving."
Those messages that you send me.
Oh yeah, well for Pestilence, you'll have to say I sent him about 12 of them, and it was just like it was just the shark more and more of it. Well, it's not a shark, but it was just more and more of it, and he's like, "Guys." And I'm like, I was just telling him, I'm sending you one of these every 5 minutes. He's just like, "I noticed." And he wasn't happy.
As I am just more of an observer in this thing. That's not a complaint. Okay, I'm not complaining because it's a more magical thingy, and my character doesn't really get magic.
No, well, I mean, we're gonna be starting combat next session, so
yeah, I'm not complaining. I don't mind being a viewer.
Well, I think it's more just like you play to your strength. So when we're on the above surface stuff and we're talking to other people, your band tends to get involved way more and stuff like that. And then when it's like this, it makes sense that like it'd be like Sigmund and
yeah. Once we get to fight Warforged again, I will try to do the thing again if possible.
That's what I mean. It's just when it where you're at, and I mean, and I think you're obviously Bam Bam's just fine with combat. Like it's just like his jam. So he's as soon as combat starts, he's like, oh yeah, I know, I'll just shoot him or I'll stab him. And you're like, yep, that's
deliver the London special.
Right, I've nearly finished this now.
For a second I was wondering, because I was using the quote London special a lot when I was playing a game on my own. Yeah. What game it was, I wondered, and it was Dark Souls 3 when I encountered the fast, weak enemies with knives. Not weak, they fuck you up. I thought Bloodborne was the one inspired by London. Technically London and Prague,
well,
I think.
I love the meme where it was just like Bloodborne, but instead of Bloodborne, where it faded in, it just said like post-Brexit.
I remember that. Have you ever tried playing Dark Souls 3 as a magic user?
No.
Yeah, don't. Because casting spells.
I've done it as like a combo thing where I've used a bit of magic, but I've always kind of been a bit air for like full casting builds.
I wanted to try it because in Dark Souls 1, when I tried it, I had a lot of fun with it. But that's also because Dark Souls 1 is a lot slower game than Dark Souls 3. So imagine what happens if you keep casting speed from Dark Souls 1 and put it into Dark Souls 3, where enemies are like 3 times faster.
Yeah, because they used the Bloodborne engine, didn't they, for Dark Souls 3?
Yeah.
Which is why Dark Souls 3, I think, is the best for melee combat.
Yes.
And that's how I played it, so I remember really enjoying Dark Souls 3. But I remember finding Dark Souls 3 kind of ridiculously easy. I only had issue with one boss in that entire game, I think. Which was the son of the lightning guy in the sky, anyway.
Oh yeah.
I never played the DLC, by the way, so I need to get on that at some point in the future, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But I'm trying to think of like bosses that I remember having difficulty with. The guy with his brother on his back or something. I remember that took me a bit.
That was the boss fight that convinced me that I don't want to be a magic user anymore.
Oh, okay.
I went to the long hair lady and back to the normal class.
It took me
and beat him first try.
It didn't take me too long or anything, but it was just, I remember it took me maybe like 3 or 4 goes rather than. But I think but like most bosses, I'm pretty sure in that game I did like first or second time. But you know, take it for what it is. It was a while ago I played that game. But I remember I did a YouTube stream when I started playing that game, and I got quite a ways through. And like, I think there was like, I did every boss, like, well, not every. I think I did most bosses like first or second try, and I was just like, yeah, this game's. I'm finding this one easy, whereas like Dark Souls 1 I find insanely hard, and Dark Souls 2, I'm like, I find that one fine, like for difficulty purposes, but it's like, yeah. But Dark Souls 3,
I find it very annoying, and that's what makes it hard for me.
But for like for Dark Souls 3, like for just basically using a melee, because I more or less just used the short sword and upgraded it the entire game. I didn't even use any of the extra stuff, and I found that like such the best way to play the game.
Mm.
And I've worked out more and more. Like I think when I played Dark Souls 1 and 2, I was determined that I had to upgrade my weapon. Like I had to get a better weapon. Blah blah. And then from like Bloodborne and Dark, I was like, wait, I can just upgrade my base weapon and it's fine. Tried it. I was like, oh yeah. And then I think afterwards, actually, because I remember I never beat Dark Souls for ages, and I think after I beat Dark Souls 3, I played through Dark Souls 1 and I beat it. I was like, oh shit, I've just been like upgrading like my weapon that I've got used to rather than trying every boss weapon and stuff. But anyway, shall we see if we can get RE to work?
Yes. Also, I don't know if you have seen Recoil's Recoil. It's not very good, but it's fun.
What's that, sorry?
And Licorice Recoil, anime about girls with guns.
Oh,
It's not very good, but it was fun. The reason I'm saying it is the meme.
The meme.
The meme.
The meme.